What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another 0 overall rebuild. This time, we're doing a realistic style. So we did a Dolphins fantasy style, I believe, in the beginning of the year. Then we just did a Packers fantasy style one. Now, the sleaze continues. We're going to do a realistic style. I know I said I was probably going to do the Super Challenge one next, but we're going to save that till right before Madden 21 drops, which I think we all kind of now know that won't be until late August. Today was going to be a reaction video to that, but obviously with everything going on with the protests and whatnot, EA decided to not share anything. Let's be honest, they knew they weren't going to get as many views because they were going to get overshadowed by a more real problem. Let's be honest, that was it. Like that's it. That's the only reason. But anyways, getting back to the video. Getting back to what you should be doing, besides watching this, is liking and subscribe. I'm sorry, dude. Like, this video has a chance to boom. I gotta sell out on the boom. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everyone is a 0 overall. Next one is going to be really challenging because we're going to do a no free agency, no trading, even in the draft, 0 overall. So if we could pick one and the best player isn't till, like, pick 15... oh well, no extra picks for you. Obviously, what we have to do first is release everyone. It's going to be a fat 0-16 season out the gate. And because it's not that like, this is a challenge, right? This isn't very easy. But when I have to think about what we're going to be doing, the next time we do this, it's like, oh, this should be easy money. And it might not be. We might play 5 seasons and not get a single Super Bowl win. But I think that's the challenge. I think no matter what, unless we decide to do 2-part rebuilds next year, like 4 or 5 seasons in the first part, 4 or 5 in the second, I think every rebuild on this channel we should max out at, we'll keep him, actually he's kind of young. I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't matter. But we're going to max out at 5 years, I think, because after that, it's not a rebuild, it's just a course, the rest of the league sucked, Everyone else in the league just sucked so much. You finally caught up. Congratulations. Woo, really good win. What a personal victory. Does it actually matter who they release? What the hell am I even doing? Just let the AI do it, man. Now, what I will be doing, though, well, I made a bad decision. Like, we can't hit any of these goals. Very low chance of firing. Well, you'll see. But what I do want to do is I want to slow sim anyways. I know the stats are probably going to suck, but maybe the team has a chance at a a breakout. And I would love to see if overall has anything to do with it. Because if it does, that'd be cool to see, like, oh, your guys now star development. Here's 300,000 XP. But let's be honest, that's not, they don't have that kind of coding in the game. Let's also be honest that we're not going to see a dev up chance at all. I'm just glad that the game is coded to the point where you are seeing these massive scores because, this is a very bad team. Obviously, the score would be even worse because you're basically making the argument that you're putting out 6-foot-tall toddlers because they literally can't move because they have 0 speed and all that. But at least it's, basically 100-0 every game, just about. And let's take a look at this. Wow, holy crap, that was a game and a half, though. 129-0. That had to be the biggest deficit, right? Well, in the preseason, 0 to 134. Yeah, that was by far. I mean, we actually, in the regular season, as far as 0 overall teams go, 74 points, 70, 77, 284 overall. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. But speaking of terrible, 0 touchdowns passed. What's the rushing numbers? Just your average negative 440, as you will. Also, though, we're not going to be able to sleaze any contracts or anything like that, so yep, Jeromepkr Webb. Is that the guy that Jay Cutler pushed around? God, what a great guy that guy is. A lot of tackles, though. Maybe might see some dev ups there, ironically enough. Let's take a quick glance at who wins the awards. Josh Allen, of course, the greatest quarterback of all time. The greatest of our era. Don't know why we even care. It does suck that we're seeing award wins from the division rivals. Gotta love it. Just, just what you love to see. When you're getting, I mean, I guess technically can't get any worse than 0, but when you're bad, Gotta love when everyone else is getting better than you. Take a look at who wins the Super Bowl. Something tells me the Bills might be in it. The Bills could be in it. They're not in it, but the battle for Texas, there we go, that's the one, is won by the Texans. Of course, we got a bunch of contracts here, and I don't want to see any of you. None of you. That's the biggest crime here, is seeing Matt Hack as a 0 overall. That should be illegal. Let's take a look at the defense. Raekwon, I think already starts as star, so they're like, nah, it doesn't matter how many tackles you had, buddy. You're 12 overall. We're not having it. But this team has about 100 million cap space, so let's see what we can do with it. All right, so Chris Jones, Andrew Luck, that would be, nah, we're not we're not doing that. That would be so cheese. Derrick Henry, though, I think that could be a fair game. I'm just trying to think of players we haven't had in the past. But yeah, whoever gets Andrew Luck is going to be very disappointed with the fact that they're going to basically have paid a 0 overall player. So there you go. Leonard Williams would be a fun one. We never had him before. Yeah, okay, I mean, we got some names here. We got some names. I want to go for new players, you know? Especially since this is the last time we're going to be doing this for this style rebuild because, you know, no free agency next time. Which kind of begs the question, Andrew Luck. I don't know. It's too cheese. I can't. It would ruin the whole video. I just can't. You know, even Derrick Henry or Kareem Hunt has kind of ruined the video, but no, we'll allow one of these probably, but yeah. Byron Jones is here. Would this be a crime to add him to the team that he's really on in real life? Probably, right? Probably a crime. See, that's the thing though. If there's no QB there, like this is where it all needs to be set up. Because if you get a good QB at number 1, you know, in the top 5, whatever it has to be, then you're looking all right. We might actually sign Phillip Rivers here. 23 though. I'd be willing to give Phillip Rivers like 15. I think you'd want more of a guarantee though. 15, is that fair? 63 points. We'll leave it on that. We'll give him a 1-year deal because, once again, we don't know if we're going to have a QB. And everyone's probably like, no, don't do it. You don't want him anyways because you're not going to be ready. Yeah, screw that. We aren't going to be ready. What the hell? Thank you, guys that aren't even actually here. All right, let's see who we get. We changed it up a little bit. I wanted Derrick Henry. I think it would have been a great piece, but I forgot that we were, you know, let's go realistic to the terms of real life as well. So the guys that were, Bashkal, Byron Jones, you know, he's a Dolphin in real life, so we gave him a 3-year 45, or was it a 50? I think it was a $50 million deal. Sam Martin gave him 3-year 7, 1-year 8, 1-year 5. Pashkal, we gave him a 3-year 20. He's not on our team. I think he has a one more year in real life anyways. Joey Sly has no team. Danny Vitale, I think, might still be a Packer, but it's a fullback, dude. Calm down. All right, so I know technically Kareem Hunt is not actually like a freebie player, but he will be soon enough, and they're not going to be able to afford him, so it's fine. We also got Matt Breida on about half of what Kareem Hunt's making. I didn't expect to get both of them, but it could be worse. Josh Gordon on a a small kind of deal. Dotson was a 1-year. So it looks like we have our running back situation set forever now. We got a cheap Mariota contract. We also got Mike Daniels. Did not get the center. I'll take Mariota. I mean, the worst case scenario, if we don't get a QB, which I think there is one here, we got our QB. All right, so start the draft. Of course, we have the pick 1, but I still think we should probably risk it to get more in the future. Please, Denver. Ooh, they need a QB, though. Drew Lock. Forgot about that, man. Who's number 2? The Jets, I think, would be probably less likely to take a QB. Darnold's a decent bit better, and I believe he is actually star. Yeah, I think we'll risk it with the Jets. All right, so we trade pick 165 and 107 for pick 234 and a first next year. I'm starting to think that might not have actually been a fair trade. I think we probably owe them like a second next year at least, right? Probably. I don't know. Like the draft pick calculator thing I'd look at doesn't value next year, where the Jets are probably going to be a lot better for all we know, and it's a whole year from now. Either way, I think with giving them that second round pick, it's worth it. And in fairness, we had so many needs, you really don't know where we could have went. We had a lot of draft picks afterwards, so we could have easily traded up for a QB anyways. Pick 2, I think we're going to take our QB now because the Broncos could easily take one. Seth Madsen, super fast player. He's not the fastest we've ever seen because I think we had a 4.47, but this is still a very fast player. Good throw power, and that's kind of it. His short is decent. I'm just hoping for hitting, which likely he will be, and he is. 75 overall, supposed to go 7, well, in true talent. We took him number 2, and yeah, I mean, it makes sense. A little bit slower than I would have thought, to be honest, but obviously we don't really even care about speed. But a good player, you know, a can't-miss player, it would appear, just for the combine grade. And what else do we have? We have a guard, Clyde Wilson, who I think is really solid. Might try to get to like pick 18 and maybe trade up for him. Well, there we go. We got the trade. Apparently, like I said on the trade thing, it said that it was dead even. This is quite a bit to trade up for a guard, so let's make sure that is what we want. Milstead would have been a great pick at running back if, you know, we needed one. Willie Bushron, I did not think was going to be there for us. I had the guard up there because he was late, and there was a lot of guards at the time. Looking at what we need, I mean, there's not a whole lot outside of these 3 picks. Dave Michaels is also kind of on the slower side, so debate if I even want to take him, honestly. Julius Flynn. This is tough because we have to make a pick. We came up here for a reason. Clyde Wilson. Yeah, screw, we'll take Clyde Wilson. 75 overall hidden. Okay, that's it was a debate. Finesse for run block is terrible. But overall, it would appear he's a good player. You know, hidden linemen aren't the easiest thing to get. So I think what we're going to do, I wish we weren't so high here. I wish we could trade down. I want to get to like pick 10 and then move back up if we can. Sucks way to get rid of Danny Vitale. You know that even though the trade is fair, we do always have to add some sort of player, even if they don't want them. I don't know why it does that to fix it, but 34 and 221 for 45 and 117. That might hurt us in the long run because, you know, one of those guys we want could go right away, which completely ruins it. Ward actually was very high. Irwin, keep going, boys. Keep going. Milstead, what a pick for the Bucs. That is huge, man. They're good. And now Dave Michaels. So we went a little bit further than we wanted to. We're 4 picks behind. And we do need to make a play for Julius Flynn, who is 23. I kind of wish Flynn was the one that went first. But once again, this is kind of what we were setting up, is hoping they would go as far as possible. Let's see how much it costs us to get to Green Bay. I think a 5th-round pick wouldn't be out of the question, right? Oh, yeah, we got scammed hard. I think that 4th-round pick was next year. You've got to be joking me. I think we're just going to risk it because I literally can't make the trade up. Oh, he's still there. Okay, fair enough. Our defensive end, Mr. Flynn, is there. Julius Flynn, hoping for the best. Please at least be as good as the other guy. Okay, hidden. 72 overall is low for a 23-year-old, but hidden development, decently fast. Okay, so we very much lucked out. I was really ready to just let this guy go because, you know, there was nothing I could do. Like, you know, there was just nothing we could do. But luckily, he did fall. The wide receiver is still there. We lose a lot of the other players, but we still do have other players here. We do have the DT early 5th. We have this linebacker late 5th. I don't know how great he's going to be, but he's decently fast. He's 21. He's got potential. Please, just be good. Yes! Thank you. I think this is the luckiest pick of the draft. Because this guy, I was just willing, even if he's normal, to just start him, see what happens. Maybe he gets a dev up or so. I don't know. Focus on him. But he does have at least star. Like I said, I think that's the luckiest pick. And they're willing to do it for like everything next year, basically. A 4th, 5th, and 6th next year for their 4th this. And I think it is a very fair trade, in fairness. Elijah Merle, 21 years old. Please be good, man. Okay, I mean, he's normal. 67 overall, slower than I thought as well because his agility and excel are trash. He does have very good catching, though. Decent jumping. I mean, he's got potential. 83 hit tackle, 80 hit power, 74 block shed. Maybe he gets a dev up. You know, he's going to be the main focus. He's going to play a lot of snaps on defense, so maybe we get lucky. And now with these guys, we have to land at least, I would say, 2 of them. All right, 22 years old, Woodard. Okay, 71 overall, normal. And as far as a normal, I mean, as far as 71 overall goes, that is very good. That is, I feel like that's like one upgrade away from 73, another upgrade from 75 potentially. Fair enough, fair enough. Now, I don't know the names of these players off the top of my head, but I think we're going to keep moving until one of them goes and then make our trade up. I don't know if a Kelvin Burke was on our list, but that was the highest and best player went. I mean, they're both there. Rashawn Stevens, Alabama, let's see. Another normal, but he is 71 overall again, so overall not a bad pick. And then Lincoln Burrow. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. And then I guess Will Tracy's our final pick. Another normal lineman, 70 overall. All right. Not super excited about those picks, but I suppose as far as late round players go, it could have been a lot worse. Don't think it was an amazing draft. We added that extra first round for next year, and the Jets probably will be a top 10 team for picks. But yeah, unless this guy's an X factor, I don't think it was that great of a draft. Oh, not even superstar, though. I mean, he's still a good player, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's see, left guard, Clyde Wilson. Okay, there we go, superstar. Okay, we got a good lineman. That's nice. Now this guy, if anyone could be superstar, it would be this guy that I would want for sure. Well, actually, the QB probably. Well, it doesn't matter because QB and him are both normal star. Star or better for Forrest. Please be superstar. He's not 83. Actually, I kind of like 83. It's all right. Little Wes Welker action. And I believe that was our only star or betters. Let's take a look at some of the guys we missed, I suppose. So here's Bushrod, the left tackle. He was also hidden. It was really between the guy we took and this guy. There's literally no chance he's better than our guy. Yep, no chance because our guy was superstar. So even if he tied us, he would have been a worse overall. Beeson, I was thinking about. What else do we have? Oh, here's Ward. How bad of a hidden? How bad of a decision was this though? He was hidden, so it's already kind of a bad decision. And star, so it kind of was between the star D end and him. We can go back. Probably would try to take the tackle, but I mean, here we are. Here's Dave Michaels. Ooh, he was hidden. I was thinking with that lack of speed, he wasn't going to be good. He's got pass rush ability too. Oh, was he a pass rusher? I was under the impression that he was a coverage guy. Okay, interesting. I mean, he's kind of 50-50, but more to the pass rush style. And then obviously we have to take a look at Milstead because he was an absolute monster. Receiving back, decent speed and all that. Injury, stamina, all that's so bad for receiving backs because obviously they are on the smaller side. But why is stamina bad? Superstar, really good player actually. But that was pretty much it. We didn't really miss anyone by like a big margin, so I can't really be too mad with what happened. Think we're going to try our best to at least fill up the positions that don't have a guy that's higher than like a 60 overall. Like we don't have a tight end at the moment. Might be able to trade for someone, get a third wide receiver, probably from free agency, get a fullback. We'll fill all these positions. Merle's the starting middle linebacker right now. That's ridiculous. Is this team not running a 4-3? Pretty much every rebuild we ever do is going to be a 4-3, right? Pretty much, unless it's, a team that's already established as a 3-4. So we have a 73 overall roster now. I would still say we're top 5 draft pick situation, but we do have a couple of decent names. Our Madsen QB, Forrest at number 2 wide receiver, Kareem Hunt should be a beast. Wilson will obviously be our best lineman following the season. Our tight end is Mercedes Lewis. Not a bad player, but not a number 1. And then looking at the defensive side of things, a little bit worse. Flynn is the starting right end. We got Polite from free agency. I believe he was he not a third-round player from the Jets, and he was let go after his first season? That is like the opposite of like Golston from the Buccaneers, who they keep giving a shot. They just said, nah, mate, 1 year. Sorry. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure that's true. Or I'm wrong and full of it, as usual. All right, here we are, heads to the playoffs. Have we at least won some games? We have 3-13. Let's actually show you guys, because technically, at this point, we would want a very bad pick still. Damn it, can I do anything right? Do not answer that in the comment section. We won the first 2 games, and then we won a game here near the middle. So we beat the Jets, the Niners. Those Jets, I'll tell you what. In fairness, we do have their draft pick. not a bad decision. This is why we show you, because that actually, those are two great wins. That could be an 8-8 team making the playoffs. Instead, it's a 6-10 team. Seth Madsen, a very much improved offensive season, especially for Kareem Hunt. It's like, what? There's bad players on this team? I don't see them. Where? Tell me where. Which is awesome. Wilson did not give up a single sack. Maybe even best offensive lineman of the year, perhaps. Doubt it, but Merle and maybe Jefferson with a dev up. Perhaps Byron Jones. Doubt it, but you never know. Sack totals, Flynn 6.5, Mike Daniels at 5. Not a bad season, right? Let's take a look. Did Madsen do enough for Offensive Rookie of the Year, though? That's the question. Please tell me he did, and he did. Thankfully, it was a very weak AFC side. To be fair, the QB class was actually very weak outside of Madsen. Julius Flynn, number 2 to Merle, which, fair enough, whatever. I don't think we would have won any other awards. Rookie awards are pretty much the only chance we have, at least early on. Oh, Joey Sly, best kicker. Excuse me. I apologize. Let's go to the Super Bowl and see what dev-ups we had. Maybe a couple of defensive ones. That's pretty much it, though. Cleveland versus Dallas. Dallas back in the Super Bowl. And the Cleveland Browns win. We're now a 68 overall due to potential retirements and just drops in, regression, I suppose. Madsen, decent overall defense. Merle, yes, that is huge, boys. That's what, okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Star Development. And then we have Malik Jefferson, who's 24 with Star. I didn't think about re-signing him, but I think we should. I really do. We also have Rayshawn Jenkins, who I think we might let go. It really comes down to how much money it is to get these guys back. I didn't go for a single re-signing because obviously we didn't know who the hell we were going to keep. Of course, Malik Jefferson wants a 4-year, how much? 27 mil for 4 years. I mean, I suppose he did dev up. Excited to stay with the team, fair enough. Jenkins, he's not really asking for much, and he had a decent season, so we're going to give him a 2-year deal, 3 mil. Not bad. Any other contracts we're looking to re-sign? Ja'Kai Polite was super disappointing. Kalichi Assembly, we will give him another year if he wants to stay. 77 overall is definitely better than we're going to have. Like to play for a new team? Yikes, man. Mike Daniels, 1 year, 4. Not terrible, right? That's a decent. We need 2 DTs, so we'll keep him. Please, somebody stay. Not you, fellas. Sorry, you're too low of an overall. Well, we're going to lose a few players, but we will hopefully replace them in free agency or the draft. But hey, at least we had a couple of guys emerge as starters. And by couple, I mean really just one. Jefferson kind of came out of nowhere a little bit there. We still have lots left to do, so let's get to it. Ooh, this is a fella I would like to be the signing. I almost never see Myles Garrett hit free agency. The Browns are like, please, come back. Please. Sorry, pal. He's ours. We're paying some money for these guys. I don't care. Okay, this is all fair game. Like, surely the Buccaneers, well, they don't have a QB to, man, they will have Brady still. So, yeah, they probably can't afford everyone. I think they'll find a way to get Godwin, but we don't know. Myles Garrett, that Browns team is going to get broke soon, so I don't think they would be wanting to get rid of him, but you don't know, I would like to go Devin McCourty, but we go for him a lot, so I might just let him go for once. Let him live his life. Jordan Lewis we haven't had as a starter, and he's not been star ever. Now, we're offering a lot of money here, so we do have to be careful and hope these guys are the future for us. I think we do need to find a couple of these guys that don't have any offers, because we can maybe offer, instead of a 1 year 12, maybe get a 1 year 7. So we'll see. Please, Myles. Please, Myles. Yes, I thought it was one of those situations where he was like, let's wait another week so every team is paying us more than any quarterback in NFL history. But Myles Garrett, 20 mil per year, totally worth it. Jared Cook, great starting tight end, a little bit more athletic than Mercedes Lewis. Zay Jones is a backup. Godwin as a starter. Jordan Lewis is a starter. Thibodeau is a starter. Got KJ Wright as a starter. A couple of guys on the end of their careers, but a few guys that are actually kind of just starting out as well. We also ended up with Kyle Long, so Even though we will still be drafting linemen, we don't have to actually draft any super starters. I think we can probably go for one more lineman, but probably be good after that for a little bit. But I mean, the team's coming together. It's still obviously probably less than an 8-win team. Also, apparently we got Anthony Walker. I can't remember what I offered him, but I don't think it was a whole lot. We also got these three gentlemen. Hollister, 76 overall backup tight end. Foreman, 66 overall running back, but we needed number 3. And we also got Brian Winters on a 1-year deal, so not terrible. Now, this is an example of why the next one's going to be hard. Well, for one, we have pick 1 and 3, but ignore number 3. Our picks, all the players we want, they're all later in the draft. Late first for Boyette, who is kind of a 50-50 for me. Late first for Mickens, which is obviously not a 50-50. That's a guarantee. Montanu, I believe his name is. Is it Montanay? I don't know. Whatever his name is. Want him. We have Jacoby Kendall. We have Perez. We have a lot of guys here that could make immediate starts on the team. We also have a right end that can maybe play DTs, kind of on that cusp. We have a lot of decent players here, so I think we're going to try to get a few picks, and by a few, I mean a lot of picks around pick 15. So we should try to find a team with 2 first rounds, if that's even possible. You might be the only team with 2. I believe this is fair. Pick 1 for pick 2, 34 and 98. Obviously, they get any player they want now. Malcolm Evans, not a bad linebacker at all. It's hard, but we know we're going to get who we're going to get. So, I don't know. It's hard to justify, but if a team knew they could do what we're doing, they would, simply put. So, I don't know. Like, it's not unrealistic in the terms of what's a fair trade. It's unrealistic in the terms of, a team that has number 1 and 3 probably just draft there. Maybe they trade 3, but they probably take number 1. Number 1 isn't very often traded in the NFL, if really ever. When's the last time number 1 was traded, actually? We trade pick number 3 for 14, 46, and 78, which is kind of a scam for us, but it is what it is. Bart Cummings. There was this free safety that good? Okay, that's news to me. And now we get to the point where even though it is fair, we do have to give up a little bit, but I'm completely fine with it. So it's realistic. It's just I don't think a team would trade down as far. The trades are fair. The decision to trade is probably not super fair. So we have pick 14, pick 15, and we might even move up to pick 16. I think we will move up to pick 16. I don't even know if there's even a question there. So the number 1 need by far probably goes to DT. But it's not going to matter because we're going to go... Actually, number 1 need goes to safety, actually. Let's take the safety. Jacoby Kendall. Okay, he's a 78 overall. However, he's normal. Can't really see those right. Oh, he is fast. Okay, so this guy, you can almost debate should have been a slot corner. 5'9", 94 speed, 95 excel. However, obviously with our need at safety and the fact that he is a, normal development player, you want to play a free safety because that's your chance to get them devved up. And then this is a tougher decision because a DT is very high on our needs, but O-line is hard to find good dev. Obviously, this guy could have normal, but as far as, rebuild drafts go, this guy looks like a clear-cut star or better dev. And hopefully that's true. And it is. Okay, so we're having some luck with the guard position, which is ironic because we don't really need guard too much, but this guy is pretty athletic. Probably could play tackle if we had to have him there, and I think we might. So we give the Giants 46, 65, and Woodard, and we're also going to add another third round. We're going to add 78 in there. We couldn't, That's one of the things I would like to see in next year's Madden is, super trades. I think if they gave us 5 options, that'd be nice. Five little digits to put in there. That'd be sweet. Kind of making the argument to just grab these 2 DTs and just play one at D end. I think this guy's the number 1, though, for us right now. And, he's not the number 1 for us. He's the number 1 in the entire class. Look at the greens. He's insane. He looks like our guard, which makes no sense. I mean, come on. There's get a couple of more varieties in there. Farmer. Can we move down a little bit, maybe? Super steal for them. It should have been 34 and 79 would have been fair with maybe like a 4th next, but they would not take it by an inch, so we gave him 36 and 47 instead. Maybe we should have tried to work for something else, but We do have pick 34 still, though, so we can take Perez and then decide what we want to do after that. But so far, I mean, just based on the hiddens and the overalls, pretty good draft so far. Obviously, the normal free safety, but even then, he's a 78 overall. Michael Perez, another hidden player. We don't usually get a double DT draft, but this has been solid. Now, what we need is one of those guys to be Superstar X Factor, but if you compare it to the Lions are giving us a little bit earlier. Let's go to the Lions. Have we already traded with the Lions? I feel like we did. Look at this. 79 for 102 and 134 they won't take. Really? We got the trade-off? No way! I don't know how good he is, but a 71 overall tells me he was good. Did he actually go one pick before us? Please tell me it was just glitched, right? Please don't. Please be normal just like our guy. If he's normal like our guy, I don't care. But you've got to be kidding me. We literally moved to this pick for like those players. Stefa. I'm trying to think of the linemen we have. I wasn't planning on it, but I think we will. Who's this guy, by the way? Doesn't look bad. Like a late 4th round player is still there. Let's go with the receiver. And he is hidden. Okay, okay. I think our receiving group's done. I think we could probably let go of Josh Gordon if his cap hit isn't too high. And I'm still debating Stefa. I'm still debating it. Do we take this? Let's take this random running back. We didn't have him on our board, but screw it. Yikes. I mean, he's on a rookie deal. He's on a cheap deal. Good receiving back. He's actually not bad. He just doesn't have any dev. You know, you're not going to get the immediate return on that. But, you know, not a bad player. The Browns give us a 3rd round next year. Obviously, they're in the playoffs and the Super Bowl often. Ooh, really good trade up, too. They get Wilkerson. But, I mean, a 3rd round's a 3rd round. Even if it's pick 26, you know, we gained like 10, 15 spots. And Dell is gone. We're down to Jack Trainer and Stairs, which I think we can wait for both of them for another round. Let's try to get 2 6th here. 2 5th. We trade them 134, 195, and Gordon to move down to the late 5th. Jonathan Whitaker. I mean, even if that was one of our players, I don't care. He's a bad overall. Warren Stairs, the tackle. 69 overall normal, 21 years old. He's actually really good. Another really good player for their overall. And then the other guy, we might actually have to put someone else on our board just to fix that stupid glitch. Actually, the glitch is gone. And it kind of comes and goes, doesn't it? Kent Williams, and then our guard. And then that's pretty much the draft for us. Jack Trainer. And Jack, oh, he's 23, but he is hidden. 72 overall. I mean, he might actually find a spot to start. I mean, hidden dev for a rookie isn't super easy to get. We've had a couple here today, but it's not super easy to get, especially this late. And then round 7, pick 1. We're just going to take best available. This guy's actually kind of a high overall. Screw it, Van Galloway. 69 overall. I don't know if we have a fullback. I think we signed one, but I can't remember. But either way, a really good draft. Did we get anything for next year? I don't think we got anything for next year, but did really well. Did we? I mean, we got a few things for next year, I think, but I don't think we got any first rounds, right? Yeah, we got an extra couple of 3rds and a 2nd. I mean, we're doing well here. And they're all fair trades. All right, let's take a look at these DTs. So who was our first player? It was the free safeties, normal. Here's a hidden D'Angelo Mickens, the guard, star better, and he is star. Fair enough. You know, he's a good player. What else do we have? Levi it out. Whoever's the best dev of the DTs is going to play DN. God damn it, I went too far. And good front runner, superstar. I thought maybe it would have been X Factor, but they could both be star, you know. So I will take anyone I can get. And then Perez is... Okay, so he is star. So he'll be the DT, and the other guy will be the DN. Who's faster, actually? I mean, technically, Levy, whatever you want to call him, is the better edge rusher because he is technically faster. Anthony DeBose, or DeBois, whatever his name is, could be a star if he's a superstar better. He's star. Still probably will be the number 3, I would say. But, yeah, probably not a super chance to dev up. And then we did get another hidden guy here. Jack Trainer, star or better. Probably will start, to be honest. Oh, not even probably. He will start. Is he on the slower side? Maybe he could play center. He is kind of on the slower side. He's a little tall for center, probably, but yeah, he could play there. I think that's fine. It turns out Jason McCourty is a superstar corner. Obviously, that overall is a little inflated, but he's also a little on the roster, so let's treat him a little bit better with more respect. So we're 77 overall with a lot of youngsters, so, we're not looking terrible. This is what the offensive line looks like. So we have 3 long-time starters coming up for the future. Winters and Long, though, probably gone after the year. Tight end needs to be looked at. Wide receiver, I think, is fine. We have the pieces. Can they dev up, though? Running back, obviously, fine. We need some dev ups from that position as well. Merle, we'll have to, we'll have to upgrade him and maybe even put us up to a 78 overall with that. I think our team is 10 times better than last season, but there are a lot of people that need to feast. Is it too many, perhaps? So I'm going to have to talk in a straight line without having any edit points because we have somehow went 13-3, and I do not want you guys to think there was an edit point, and we have... Okay, here we are. We somehow went 13-3. We lost to the Saints by a decent bit. We lost to the Steelers by 14, and then the Jets by 7. But what a freaking season. I didn't change the scheme from last season at all. And I think it actually shows. If you look at our passing season, literally the same. It's trash. I don't know how we went 13-3 with such a bad offense. Like, it was bad. That offense is terrible. Those were terrible numbers. Did anyone even do any? And Godwin, maybe an X factor. Outside of Godwin, though, there really isn't much of a dev up chance. Sack totals. Okay, this is epic. 15.5 for Levi, Levy, whatever the hell his name is. Julius Flynn. How did he play? Snaps? Excuse me? I guess we just had the best pass rush in the league. Pick totals, Merle, maybe to superstar. I doubt our free safety did enough. Yeah, where the hell is he? 55 times. Okay, dude. Joey Sly. Career rebound out here. I'll take it. Kick return numbers. Yeah, don't really expect too much out of those. Any awards? I'm trying to think. Maybe some sort of D-lineman awards. And, obviously rookie stuff. But, yeah, I don't know how we did so well. Wow, the Patriots with some awards. Calm the hell down. But, yeah, how the hell did we do 13-3 with those offensive numbers? I'd like to actually see these numbers. Myles Garrett, of course, very good decision to sign him. I know it's 20 mil per. 9th in yards. Where's the points? Number 1 in yards, obviously, on defense. We knew that because you don't go 13-3 with that offense. What? That has to be defensive scoring as well, right? In fairness, defense was literally the best in the league. That's insane. What overall are we? How are we? We're an 80 overall, 84-0, 77D on paper, yet here we are at 13-3. Could we actually have... This would be our fastest 0 overall rebuild, right? Oh, look at him. I know there's going to be a little morale, but 86 overall. Look at that. That is beautiful stuff. Flynn, what overall is he? 70, 81. Well, actually, there's probably morale there, too. 80 overall. Not bad. That's a first-round draft pick trade right there. If someone wants him, they got to pay a first, probably. A late first, probably, at that, but still, a first nonetheless. Obviously this team isn't perfect, but there's some pieces. The start of any good defense is the pass rush, and there might not be a better edge in the league than these guys. You have Perez on the inside, not bad. You have a good number 1 corner. I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe. Of course, we start off against the Browns. Probably not the best team to start off against, but maybe. Is there a chance? They're not that high of an overall. We actually have a legit shot at this. That'd be insane. If not this year, next year should be a very good chance to do some special things. I will say, though, Madsen, the QB, is kind of iffy, so I'm a little worried here. Kareem Hunt probably has to carry the load. Ironically, going against his former team, the Browns, if you even want to call them his former team. A little bit of rain. Oh, this is going to be a brutal one. Whoever wins this game gets to go against the Ravens, so congratulations, Cleveland. Oh, you can't give up a touchdown like that. You're the number 1 defense in the league. Show up. Okay, we holding the 3. This is a battle so far. I wish the defense would show up like they said they would, because right now it's kind of opposites. I know 10 points isn't a lot, but it's better than, the defense. Defense giving up touchdowns every time, and unfortunately, we lose 30-17. Yikes. 13-3, insta-lose in a very bad way. Baker was literally perfect. Kareem Hunt wasn't bad himself, in fairness, but damn. That's a bit of a heartbreaker. That is a bit of a heartbreaker because we are going to lose like half of these players, at least on offense. I don't know what draft pick we're going to have because we did make the playoffs, but I will say we probably should try to target tight end. I will say both of the drafts I looked at tight end and neither of them looked good. And I really hope we can get rid of some of these players because it really is unfortunate basically being forced to auto dev. Normally we would anyways, but sometimes if we have a rookie we want to focus on, we will auto we'll actually user the upgrades. Apparently we are the coach, I believe. And then looking at who else is there, NFC side, look at this, Trubisky, some rookie, and then Rodgers. What the hell is that lineup? Yikes. Madsen number 2. Baker Mayfield, apparently the Browns didn't make it, which is a little surprising there. Receivers, fullbacks, who cares? Receivers, Chris Godwin barely sneaks in. Offensive lineman, maybe, or guard, no. Left end, yes. Right end, yes. That's impressive stuff. You can't lie. That's impressive. Look at Nasir Jones. I swear, anyone you touch, which is weird to say, but I offered a contract on him and he didn't join us. Of course, he's in the Pro Bowl as DT3 at a 71 overall. You can't tell me that's not coincidence. I guess, yeah, please tell me it's not coincidence. Joe Hayden, the number 1 corner, okay. Free safety, that's not our guys. Strong safety, none of our guys. Kicker, yeah, we got some names in the Pro Bowl. For a team that started as a 0 overall, that's pretty impressive already. And the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl 3 straight years, and they might have lost all 3. I can't remember what happened in the first season, but they might have. They very well could have. Who got a dev up? That's the question. Chris Godwin did. Unfortunately, Kareem Hunt did not. Moss for Chris Godwin, really good stuff. Byron Jones, please, somehow. Yikes, man. Yikes. He regressed a bit last season. This season wasn't as rough. So if he can get a dev up here, he might be able to be saved. I believe he is on his final year on the team. So if he doesn't get that superstar dev up, there's a chance he might be gone. Levi also goes up to superstar X Factor. Some of the dev ups we really didn't need, We didn't need Levi to go to superstar X Factor. We didn't need, Chris Godwin to go to X Factor. We kind of needed, Kareem Hunt or Byron, but, I don't think Byron at least deserved to. Merle would have been nice to dev up. What is he's only a 79 overall, but he's got a tackling way. He's pretty beastly. And then, of course, Malik Jefferson. Maybe that contract wasn't worth it, but it is what it is. I haven't really seen much better going around. So we're going to lose a few players here, but we're still in a good spot. Not a great spot, but a good one. Yeah, we're pretty much letting everyone go. All the guys that are there are either 12 overalls with a bunch of upgrades, or they are literally just not good players. Somehow we're an 81 overall player while losing. Did Brian Winters sign a 2-year with us? He's a 76 overall, so he's still starting caliber. We could use a new tackle. So we still are going to draft at least 1 lineman, most likely. Obviously, best available, regardless of the case. But Jared Cook is still here. We must have gave him a 2-year deal, 75 overall. He's not great by any means, but he's still good. Defensively, what else do we have? Perez. We need a new number 2 DT. Safeties, we could use a new strong safety. Of course, KJ Wright kind of saved by that. That he's actually really solid still. Saved by that X Factor. I mean, he lost 2 speed, 2 excel, and he's still, viable, right? He's still decent. But here we are, 73 mil. Got to be careful a little bit with the money, but this is a very huge moment. It's what we do here that'll decide it. Darius Geis, that's an interesting name there. Brian Bulaga. I think we have to attack one of these lineman positions. So, honestly, whoever's the least resistance path, I think, is who we're probably going to go for. All right, looking at who we got. Ooh, Ragnar rejected now. Ooh, Schwartz. That sucks. Now, you might think, Leighton Vander Esch, don't tell me this man paid a 5-year, $100 million deal. No. I was able to pay him a 1-year, fully guaranteed contract of $20 million. I do not know if the other offers weren't good enough. They were like in the low 90s. I offered it. and he joined. So call it what you want. He's a new starter on the team. The fact that we lost both the tackle and the center is brutal. Hopefully a guy like Bulaga's still there. I don't think I've seen any offers, so we might get lucky. Yeah, Bulaga still doesn't have an offer, so we're going to give him that offer. He's probably like, oh, day 2, and someone's still willing to give us what we want. Taking it. Stroman and Bulaga joined the team. Stroman, not really a great pick, but at one point we had him as a starting safety, and it worked out for us, but obviously a little late for him now. But, you know, backup corner. Wilkins, absolutely not. None of these guys are going to be, I don't even know why I'm responding to these. Literally none of them, because it's all going to be 12 overalls that are trying to get a 5th year. Hey, we get McCourty back, still in the league at 35. So obviously we now know that we will not have a good pick for the first time in ages. I think we still have the ability to trade up, though, so I think we're going to go to around pick 15, and then after that, see where we are at. We're seeing some really decent players here in the first round. Ooh, I don't know the dev, obviously, but really solid players in the pick top 10, except for the Texans. So on our board, we have Mr. Darren Beekman. We need a corner for the future, but do we need one right now? That's the question. Tackle, we need one for the future. Do we need one right now, though? That's the question. Guard, I think we can avoid Rod Blizzard. So I think of the players we need, linebacker is kind of up there because I don't think we're going to be able to afford Leighton for the future. Might be able to tag him, though. Chris Shea, I think we need to go for because tight end's kind of rough. Don't know how good he's going to be, but if he at least maybe has hidden, you can develop him perhaps. Raphael Sims, I think, is the one guy we don't really have to worry about, but yeah, even worse than the other two, so I don't even know if he would have dev. I just clicked him twice. Then we have a DT, probably don't need him. So we need to grab one lineman, one corner, and a safety. This corner, I feel, is very close to... Okay, dude. Very close to being taken. So I think we're going to try to make a trade-up for him. Maybe a trade-up for the lineman, and then Gregory. It's going to be a tough one, but... Please stop. It's going to be a tough one, but we might be able to pull it off. So they actually do win on this by a little bit. I think the calculator said they win by 38 points, but that's fine because we're going to get ourselves a corner. I don't know if we're going to start him this year. Obviously, dev does play a huge factor, but I think we're going to at least put him at number 3, and let's hope for the best. Hidden. He is hidden. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to get too excited because that was kind of almost a given. 76 overall, very fast speed. Excel and agility are pretty average. Catching's a little low. Jumping, I don't even know if they show you that. 79, yikes. He's a pretty good player. Maybe even safety. Fair enough. Zone coverage is pretty high. We give them 41 and 92 for 59 and 120. Yeah, we need to get something back. Damn it. We're going to give them 73 in DeBose, and we're going to let them keep the rest, and we're just going to keep that 59th pick. We do have to trade up with the Bengals, though, so a little bit of an iffy decision there, but here we are. 59, Tracy, and 65, and we're also going to give him a 4th round this year, which might hurt us. Let's go 123. I don't know what we have for the later picks, but we hopefully would be able to land our safety. All right, draft board, the left guard is still there, and Aaron Steffens is going to be our guy. And he's a good player at 76 overall. However, he is normal. Was he 21 or 22, actually? I think it said 22. No, wrong guy. That's 22. We already know. And then Steffens is... Oh, he's 20. Okay, he's 21. I suppose it could have been worse. Now, hopefully our safety doesn't go. Ooh, that safety is looking tough. Oh, he was a 74 overall. Was there any other safeties? Free safety? We didn't even scout this guy. Okay, dude. I would say we didn't scout this guy, but we literally couldn't take a look. I guess we'll put Madigan on there. Do we just take Shea? If Shea's there, we'll take him. But he even might be gone, to be honest. He's not. Tight end did go, but not our tight end. And I suppose we'll take Shea, hope for the best. And the best we got, 69 overall hidden. Very raw, and he won't start right out the gate, but, you know, maybe a starter in the future. Who knows? We give him a 6th and a 5th this year with a 4th next year to gain pick 2 in the 4th. A little bit of risky one. What about that safety, actually? Early 5th. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to go for the safety instead. And he's a 69 overall normal. I debate starting him. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that wide receiver, it wasn't a bad decision to pass on. Ishmael Sears, not a bad decision there for them. And our next pick is a freaking punter. Well, let's use this 4th-round pick to maybe gain a 4th next year or something. Only team willing to do it is ironically the Saints. How are you? They're like, okay, fair enough. We screwed you. We'll be honest. Here's another secondary screwing. We have pick 9 as well in the 7th round. Like, who freaking cares, dude? Alex Matthews, of course, a hidden punter. Don't think it matters. And I would assume Sam Martin, if he's still even around, will still be our starter anyways. And the Raiders give us a 6th next year for our 7th round pick. All right, draft recap. Beekman, of course, our freaking guard is normal. I don't know if he'll start, but we'll see. Beekman, okay. I don't care about the guard anymore. I did not plan on starting this guy, I don't think. To be fair, I think we might play him at safety. We don't even really have a good number for safety. How many DBs do we have? We do have a decent bit of running backs as well. We'll just keep him as 36 for now. But yeah, I think we might play him at strong safety. And then the next season, he'll go back to corner, and hopefully we'll have a better option at safety than that next season. And then looking at the tight end, please be like Superstar or X Factor something. He is. Okay, he's only star, but maybe some potential. And I think, no, we do have Hunter. The punter, even if he has like X Factor. I mean, obviously, if he has X Factor, I'd care because it's kind of impossible. But yeah, all right. So let's take a look. Who do we miss? I think it was the lineman, right? Left tackle. Here's Haskins, 21 years old. Hidden development, in fairness. I mean, it's hidden, but we did take our guard way later. He is star, so he is going to develop a little bit faster, but not the worst choice by us. Oh, here's the middle linebacker I had on my list. Ooh. We almost drafted another normal middle. Obviously, our other one, turned out pretty well, but still. Yikes. Oh, here's Gregory. That's who we missed. Of course he was hidden. 90 speed, 92 excel. Edit player, let's take a look at the dev, number 36, ironically. And, okay, star, so it sucks, but we do have our superstar X Factor safety now. And I think that was it, right? We don't really care about anything else. Number 79 overall. Well, actually, where's that wide receiver? I don't care, dude. Damn, Sam Martin at 32, still booming. 97 kick power. Accuracy probably does matter a little bit more for kicker or for punter, but still, really good stuff still. I think we're actually going to sign Kiki QT to be our number 3. I think this is a fair trade. Stevens, he's a normal dev. Nah, we got to give him a 5th round back. Nah, he's normal. That's nah. We can't. No. That's bad. Yeah, there you go. 83 overall team. Okay, I mean, okay. We kind of got close last year. Kinda. The team is technically better. Defensively, we do get a huge upgrade at left outside linebacker. Strong safety is a huge upgrade. Overall, the depth seems slightly better technically. And we need to have Malik Jefferson starting it right outside of that, though. Outside? We're ready to go and maybe compete to at least make this Super Bowl. Might take another year after this, but if we can at least make the Super Bowl this year, well, at least, okay, at least get to the championship, all right? All right, heads to the playoffs. Not having as good of a season, but we could finish it off decently, and we do go 11-5. The Jets take the division. Jets kind of coming out of nowhere here. Seth Madsen, he's not been the guy, but I will say, the numbers look good. It's just the touchdowns are down, and, you can see why. Rushing 26 between the backs, 6 for Madsen himself. Receiving, Godwin's been absolutely killing it. Forrest, kind of a meh, honestly, so far. Offensive line, it's all right. Nothing spectacular, but maybe some dev-ups there with the tackles. Huge down season for Levi, while Myles Garrett does have an even better season. Pick totals, Byron Jones with 4. Not a bad season at all. Joey Sly, you can see, we were pretty similar. It's just a few things did take a little bit of a step back. Although I will say it's weird because offense actually seemed to do a little bit better So I'm not sure. You know, that's kind of weird. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Any other wins? Browns. Ooh, those Browns. Myles Garrett. Ooh, Byron Jones. Browns looking deadly. But here we are against the 7-9 home team Chiefs. Come on, at least win one postseason game, please. We're an 86 overall. They're an 80 overall. Okay, I mean, we're a pretty good team. We might actually be able to hit that championship round goal. Bit of a snow game. Okay, Baltimore and Jacksonville on the other side. Obviously, this is still the wild card round, so you still have the teams with the bye weeks as well. We'll probably have to play Cleveland if we win this game. Let's be honest. Please, you got to score there. Defense gives you a grand setup. You got to score. We get 14 points before half. Yikes, that's a game changer. It's a 7-9 team. Come on, Miami. Let's go. 24-13. Defense, I mean, the defense did about as well as they could. They held them to 13 points, and the offense was trying to lose. Of course, their team did well on defense, too. Madsen, 153 yards. That's it. Thankful. I mean, Kareem Hunt wasn't even that good. You know, he's... Oh, man. Yikes. Okay. I mean, we won, but how far are we going to get? I mean, look at the defense. I mean, that's insane. That's ridiculous numbers. Can we repeat that? Probably not. Joey Sly. Okay, in fairness, he was blocked twice, so... Okay, fair enough. You know, you're not going to get blocks every time either, so... You know, it kind of goes both ways. Would have had 30 points minimum. It's going to be the Browns, isn't it? It's the Jets. The Jets had a bye week. The Jets really had a bye week. Interesting. Interesting stuff. I almost simmed it and I would have cried. The Jets have a 79 overall team. We have an 86. I mean, if there was ever a time to do it, here it is. The thing is, when is the last time we've won all the way after starting in the wild card? It's almost always bye weeks we make it. It's just too many games, too many sims you have to go against. What a battle. Cleveland versus Baltimore. And then on this side, Jets versus Falcons, Dolphins. Yikes. Start on, you know, pretty good drive by the Jets, but we did hold them to 3. That's big. They hold us to 3 as well. The battle of the defenses so far, and right before half, they score 2 touchdowns. Okay, dude. And then we start the second half off strong. Sorry for yelling at you guys, but you gotta admit this is ridiculous. Okay. Magic can happen. No way. Look at the clock drain. Look at the clock drain. Is it going to be moving? If this clock is moving, just because it might be moving, I'm going to let that play clock go all the way down. I swear if this clock is moving. Hollister's wearing number 40-something. He's not going to catch the ball because of that. Over the middle. That is a tough one. Can you hurry up to the line? You can, but you got to hurry. You got to hurry, Madsen. And thankfully the ball was dropped. Wow, what a kick for Joey Sly to hit. 52. Can he do it? He hit it. Overtime. Clutch up. Who's this? Offense? Yes. Who is that to? Godwin? Okay, dudes. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Okay, to the championship round. Honestly, we kind of hurt the team more than we helped it, really. Madsen, the mad dog. Look at him go. 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. He's insane. Kareem Hunt absolutely choked it. No one on this offense is in sync. Deion Forrest with 213 yards and 2 touchdowns. Potentially the biggest game we've seen, you know, in rebuild playoff history here. Absolutely nuts. And Joey Sly is looking for a new team soon. I swear he is. No blocks this time. I will say he clutched up on a 52. That is big balls. That is insanity. Did you see the man? The coach as well, which is, I mean, technically us, but that's insane. And, of course, the Cleveland Browns win. Why wouldn't it be the Cleveland Browns? Like, he's 1 for 3 in the game, and on windy as hell, in the snow, 52-yard kick, he nails it. That's insane. Did I mention to you that it's insane? What overall are the teams? Got to be very similar. 86 there. I mean, we got... Who do they beat? The Baltimore Ravens? Let's take a look at the score. Let's take a look at that score. Take a look. Playoff schedule. The Browns and Ravens. Ooh, 31-28. What a game. Baker Mayfield, he's like a sim god. Please, Miami, do this. Save me some time because, you know, who knows? Like, we could do another 10 years and not get a single trip even back to this stage. But at least we got our goal. You know, whether we win the Super Bowl here or not, doesn't matter. We got to the championship game. That's what we were aiming for. And then I think automatically, at most, we'll play one more season. But hey, maybe we'll get done right here. Maybe we'll get lucky and win a Super Bowl. Who knows? In the first clear game, the Cowboys, I hope they... Well, I mean, obviously winning this game is the ultimate goal, but thinking about that future game, if we make it, who would you rather play? The Seahawks are great, but Cowboys, they lost a lot in a row, so you would think, well, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. You would think maybe they would lose again, but also maybe it's kind of destined that they finally win. Can we put up some points, please? Please. Thank you. 24-8, we really tried to choke that game. 21 points in the first half. Second half, we get 3, barely holding out for the victory. Kareem Hunt was the man himself. Good stuff. Receiving, nothing really great there. Defensively, Flynn with a sack, Schobert with a sack. Picks are kind of meh. Sly! I don't even care anymore. Who cares? Just stop missing kicks. I don't care if it was a block. I just don't. I really don't. Just get the ball into the hole. Like, I'm sick of it. Seattle. Okay. Let's take a look at any dev-ups we may have had. I'm trying to think. Oh, Kareem Hunt. That's a huge one because he's 27 now. You know, a bit before his time to regress. Spin cycle and leapfrog. That's pretty big. Defensively, any dev-ups? Maybe. Merle and Jordan Lewis, surprisingly. Okay. Elijah with an upgrade in dev. Kendall with an upgrade in dev, too. That's pretty big. Goes to star. No one else outside of Jordan Lewis and them, but no, those are really good. You know, those are really good dev ups. I really wish Byron Jones would dev up. Ironically, I just noticed that we have a little bit of the Cowboys corners here. We got those upgrades in. I doubt they would have upgraded us any. Yeah, it didn't upgrade. I mean, maybe defensive went up a point, but the Seahawks, 86 to their 83. Seahawks, Seattle, please. You took Boyette off us, kinda, maybe. Don't take the Super Bowl off us, right? They already had a Super Bowl win, I believe, over the Cow. No, that's not true. That's possible. I thought they had a Super Bowl win, did they? No, it was the Cowboys in all 3, actually. Never mind. Normally, I'd plead with EA in this situation. But you know what? EA, if you know what's good for you, you'll give us the win. Even though we're looking absolutely terrible. We're 2 overalls better than them. We're at half 24 to 3. Get the hell out of here. Offense looking good. Okay, let's slow things down because, you know, okay, Madsen. Okay, Jordan Lewis. This is why this man's a superstar. Madsen tries to throw the game away. Defense trying its best to hold on. You can't do that, Merle. Okay, dude. Chris Carson doesn't even have the speed to go that distance. Offense. Okay, dude. Is the clock... We're going to have to try this. We're waiting it, man. We're not doing this again. Hollister. Yikes. Risk. Yikes. Going deep. We can't keep this in the middle of the field anyways. Godwin, just catch this. Wow, what a play by that safety. It was a 50-50 ball. Godwin. Forrester looks good here. I'm canceling this. I don't care. I want time. Godwin catches it for the touchdown. Do you go for 2? I think statistically they tell you to, but this is the biggest stage. Nah, you got to go for the extra point. Watch us miss. Okay, you hit it. Yeah, you got it. It's the Super Bowl, man. Hell, the commissioner's probably calling you up. Yeah, overtime, obviously. And it appears we made the right decision because our 0 overall Miami Dolphins, realistic style, most people are like, huh, realistic? Yeah, right. Have won the Super Bowl. I get to record another video after this, after editing it. Woo! I'm so happy. God dang. That was a hell of a game. Seattle played well. AFC, is that 4 straight Super Bowls for the AFC side? I think it might be. I think it very well might be. There's Boyette. Player of the game probably goes to Madsen even with the picks because he obviously had to play it up a lot of yards. Take a look at these highlights. That was such a risk for basically no reward. Godwin, amazing route on the inside. I didn't even know that was his ability until I saw it. And Madsen, he did have a pretty good game with that, you know, those 2 touchdowns at the end. That, I mean, they look controversial because we kind of had to save the AI a little bit there, but ultimately, who wins? Who wins? Was it the Seahawks or was it the 0 overall rebuild Dolphins? I'm just asking for a friend at this point. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see it. Just let me know. But here are the numbers overall. Madsen just played a pretty solid game. Chris Carson had a really good game for them, clutched up. But obviously, Kareem Hunt, not bad himself because he didn't have a huge rushing touchdown, so his yards were just very consistent. Defensively, Perez was the only guy with a sack. I bet our kicker missed again. He just misses a block. I don't understand. I don't get it. Regular season is a god. Postseason, I don't even know. He missed more kicks in the postseason than he did for us in this entire rebuild in the regular. You've got to be kidding me. Regardless, I don't care because we are the Super Bowl champions. Get on our level. That's going to be the rebuild. If you guys have any ideas for rebuild challenges in the future, let me know. We'll do those always on Sundays. Today should have been Flyers instead, but I got a little behind, so rebuild today instead. Thursday will be another rebuild, and then Sunday should be another rebuild unless, once again, we fall behind and it's Friday and then Monday again. But hopefully, that's the way we'll do it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Hit the bell as well next to the damn subscribe button. That's apparently really important. I don't know why YouTube decided to make it harder on everyone. Whatever. Twitter, Jeromepkr. Twitch, Jeromepkr. Should probably actually do a rebuild on Wednesday night, if anything. We'll see. And second channel, PKR Plays. That's pretty much it. Hopefully, later today will be Minecraft Dungeons. I was supposed to do it yesterday. Completely forgot. And yeah, hopefully come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!